Well, hello, and thanks for stopping by. This is episode 114 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm happy to have you along for the ride. It's Monday morning. It's weigh-in Monday, so we got Jack Smith out in Arizona, and we got Brian Schiff, Moore Park, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why I have such a mental block on where you live, but I always end up saying north of LA.
It's crap room backwards.
I guarantee I'm never going to forget now.
Moore Park, crap room. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my
God. Crap room backwards. Okay. All right. There's a little humor for you on a Monday morning. All right. So it's Monday morning weigh-in. I'll go first. I weighed in at 258, I think. So I'm 2 pounds. I wrote it on the text this morning. I can't remember how you say it.
You're down. You're effectively down 2 pounds.
Yeah. What do we call it? Net loss or something?
Or up 1 from from last week.
Yeah, I gained a pound this week. I'm going to say it's muscle mass.
Yeah, on loop run and you're gaining muscle. Yeah, right.
Well, it could be. I might have gone up a cup size. You never know. What did you come up with, Brian?
I was down another pound this week, which is down 6 for the year.
Very nice. How about it, Jack?
I'm 9.6 pounds down total, 0.4 pounds down from last week.
Fantastic.
But, yeah, so I'm down to 212.4, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
But I didn't brush my teeth,
though, so that's kind of cheating.
I didn't brush my teeth or shave yet, though. That might be another pound.
Could be.
I don't think you have that much hair.
So how are you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, everything's good. This is day 13 of my COVID experience, and virtually from day 2, 3, I was fine. I feel great. Haven't had much issue at all.
Fantastic. That is good to hear.
Are you sure we can't get it over Zoom?
Yeah, better wear a mask.
Okay.
Yeah, be sure to wipe the screen off after you're done.
Test.
Clean it off.
Get my second test on Friday. See if I'm negative and get an antibody test. So we'll see.
Good. And Jack was just sharing with us what it looks outside his door. And he's in Arizona and it's snowing and it looks just beautiful, which I'm sure is much more desirable to people who don't live in the snow.
Yeah.
Brian and I can go visit it and then come home, and not have to deal with
2-hour drive, play in the snow, and then 2-hour drive back home.
Yeah, exactly. So it does make it nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. That might be worth checking out a hotel room or something this week because we're supposed to have rain off and on, which means Big Bear will be snowing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we might get stuck up there. It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Well, the Grapevine's closed right now in both directions.
Yeah.
Just heard on the news before I came in.
Yeah, I think people in really snowy areas of the country would look at the snow that it takes to close the Grapevine and think we're nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they close it when it rains here. That's how bad drivers are here.
Right.
So it'll be crazy.
Yeah. 2 years ago, we got 24 inches overnight.
Wow.
That was the day I had to take my dad to the hospital to have his left lobe taken out.
Ooh.
And I made it, my little 4-wheel drive Ridgeline, but I was, doing 30, 35 miles an hour all the way down to Phoenix. Took us almost 3 hours to get there. So
You going to trade that in for a real truck someday?
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Thinking about selling it just because I got the Mercedes, but then it snows and I'm like, yeah, maybe I want to keep it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're gonna have a
does great.
A show and tell truck day.
There you go.
Which one? I've got 2. So.
All right. Well, real quick, because last couple of videos I forgot to say this, but if you would like to follow along with our journey here as we fight prostate cancer together, feel free to click on the subscription button below. There's a little bell there. You can click on that, and that's the notification, and that'll let you know every time a new video is posted up. You can hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. That helps quite a bit. Also, too, share it with your friends. If you know somebody who has prostate cancer, forward it along so they can share in what we're doing here too. We're making progress. I think we were at 244 this morning for subscribers.
Cool.
So we're getting people in here, and just a reminder too, coming up on Friday, we're going to have the first. I'm blanking. I should have wrote the name of it down. We're calling
Prostate Warrior.
Yeah, Prostate Warrior virtual lunch, and that's going to be this coming Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. So I had one of the guys hit me up, and he goes, "What? You didn't put the?" And I forget. You know, we got a worldwide people here on YouTube, but it will be Pacific Standard Time at noon. And I've got the meeting logged in for an hour. So if you can only pop in for a little bit, feel free to do that. Want to stay the whole time, do that. If you don't want to turn on your camera or your mic, you don't have to do that either. You want to just sit there and listen. No worries with that at all. Got a couple of guys, I think, ripping and raring to go. I don't think they're going to be camera shy at all. So it should be good. So that's this Friday. And the easiest way to do it is either hit me up on Facebook on the messenger service, or send me an email at surfcitylocal@gmail.com, and I'll put that down underneath, well, at least on my screen. Brian's down there, but I'll put it on the screen. Just there you go. And you know, the part that sucks is that I'm never sure that what I see is how it's going to be in the video. I don't know, because otherwise I could go like this and pop you in the head with it. But so anyways, that's this Friday. And one of the things too, I was looking at over the weekend, and I kind of tried to take a break from social media this past weekend, just because it kind of gets to you after a while. And old habits die hard, so I snuck back into the thread on Facebook, and oh man, guys just depressed over the weekend. It just seemed like there was more of that this past 2 days than there's been in the last maybe month or so. And then one lady got on there and said that her husband had gone to be with Jesus. He lost his battle, and there's a couple other of those. And then had one guy that just bailed. He goes, "I'm just giving up. This is it. I'm done with it." And
that sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what
caused
caused it, but yesterday I was really depressed too. I mean, I was able to get through it, but it was just a weird day yesterday. Just not feeling 100%, and just everything, in the past year has just started getting to me, and I was just like, come on, you got to get through this. You just got to keep pushing through, and today I feel much better. So
good. That's what we're here for too. Always let us know.
Yep. No, I know that.
I was doing fine until, I've been feeling mostly good, except for dealing with that very personal aspect that's difficult to talk about, with the sexual function and all that. Trying to get past that in the recovery stage, yet I'm staring down the barrel of the next blood test, which will probably reveal that I'm going into the phase that you guys were in with the hormone treatment and radiation. I'm probably headed toward that, which is I'm trying not to think about, but it will eventually. But then yesterday, while I was doing pretty good, and all of a sudden our dog, who's 9 years old, had a seizure. And it's like, you don't realize how you're affected until something like that happens, and then you lose it so easily. And
Absolutely.
I was surprised at how that affected me, because this is, our little buddy, and I know, Jack, how that is.
Absolutely. 100%.
So that was really, from that day, the day just snowball went downhill, and my mood I was depressed as well. It doesn't take much to trigger when you're having a great day, and all of a sudden something can trigger the thoughts,
That's
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And then my dad ended up going to the ER, and he's having possibly prostate trouble. They had to give him a catheter. And so he was calling this morning to get an appointment. He couldn't pee for a couple of days, and how that builds up and starts.
Oh man.
So they took him in and catheterized him, and it looks like it's going to be maybe a week before I think he's going to see my urologist, and so he's going to have to put up with that for a week. But it wasn't a UTI. They did the test on him at the hospital. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So any prayers for him would be appreciated. But
definitely.
yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those weekends, I guess.
Other than that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln?
Exactly. Oh, speaking of which, Kel and I were watching, oh my God, was it The Good Doctor? Yeah, I think we were watching The Good Doctor the other night on Hulu. And it was some lady that keeps getting cancer, like all different kinds of cancer.
See, I'd shut it off. I can't watch those.
Oh my God, dude. I'm sitting over there, and it's like, even though Kelly knows how emotional I am being on the Lupron injections and the Xtandi and all that kind of stuff, you still don't want to sit there and, openly balls, so the first 5 minutes you sit there and do this, and then kind of yawn and do, you your eyes like this, and then it's kind of, and after a while you're like, F it, I can't believe and then that makes her get all misty and everything too. So yeah, it's hard. A lot of stuff triggers that, especially when it hits you out of the blue. Like if you're prepared for it, it's one thing, but
Right.
then, Jack, you hear about one of your buddies dying. And
Yep.
so, now that I think about it, it was a crappy weekend, all in all.
Yeah.
Gosh, no. That's a
Hank
good
Aaron
thing about
died.
that's a good thing about having you guys, though. I always know I can talk about all the shitty stuff, and we can make each other laugh and feel better about it. I've got I took my blood test last week, and then a week from today, I'll get my next oncologist appointment. So that'll be my PSA results.
Oh, so you're going into.
Did you look him up yet?
No, I have Quest, and they're not as fast as your guys. The doctor gets it immediately. I think it takes me a good 5 days before it pops up, and I had a weekend in there.
I hate that limbo phase.
Oh yeah. So if you did it on Friday, you'll get it tomorrow or Wednesday.
I actually did it last Wednesday, but I haven't gotten the text yet saying that my results have posted.
Wednesday should be Monday.
Yeah, they're super slow with Quest. The doctor gets it right away.
Right.
It takes me a while. So so I'll find out. It'll be my second PSA. So this one's going to be, this or this. So
That sucks. I'm praying.
When was your last one?
I'm praying for you.
last one was 3 months ago.
Okay.
So this will be the second 3-month marker. So, and this is the first one ended up being the base mark, because the only thing we had to compare it to was what it was before radiation. So
Right.
this time around, it'll be the second step. So, man, I'm hoping, and I'm getting nudged out about it. I won't lie, it's going to be a long week waiting to talk to the doctor. I mean, obviously I can find out what the results are, maybe today or tomorrow, but it's having that conversation with him and then saying, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to try something other than Xtandi? Do I have to go to chemo now?
This is where I try to just keep busy, do projects around the house, do things I want to do, and just try to get that out of my mind. Because if you stop and get idle, it just enters an idle mind,
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah. And unfortunately, football only happens one day a week. So,
Yeah.
because I didn't move from the couch much yesterday. I got a lot done on Saturday.
I watched it yesterday too. Same thing.
Yeah. There's nothing better than a nap during a football game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can, unless it's, if it's the Dolphins, I'm not falling asleep. But if it's other teams where I don't have a dog in the fight, then I'll just take a nice nap. And my parents bought me this really comfy blanket, big fat furry thing, so I just pull that over me and lay on the couch. Away I go.
Nice.
It is good. All right.
Yep.
Well, this is
Well, I
not
think
one of the most encouraging videos that we've done.
I know.
Well, but it's not always I mean, it's encouraging that we're still going on and we're still talking about it,
Yeah,
because
true.
we could get depressed and just not show up,
Yeah,
and be done. But that's not the way any of us work. It's like we may get depressed, we may be sad, but we push through, and we know that tomorrow is always another day, and we're hoping that it's better tomorrow. And if it's not, hell, I'll call you guys and harass you. Give me something to be happy about.
yeah.
Yeah, like that. There was that guy on the Facebook for support group. Did you see that? Where he just was so depressed. He posted that. So I'm very depressed. I need help.
Yep. And I commented a big long thing to him, and
Yeah, I did too, and I think a lot of people did, and that's the beauty of that.
yeah, and he actually said down in the post, he said, "Thank you guys so much for everything you did." He says, "I'm getting through this, and I feel better." So
Good.
I'd hate to think of what it might have been like for him had there not been any kind of support group or Facebook
Oh,
or anything
yeah.
like that. You
oh
know?
yeah, no, and like I told him, I said, "Dude, post anytime, day or night. There's somebody on here always."
Yeah, around the world.
And you know, because I've been on there at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, just perusing and posting to people and letting them know, hey, somebody's out here, somebody's listening.
Yeah.
We're always there.
Yep.
You know, I think I'll do too is because I saw that thread, and I think I posted on that one too. I think I'm going to give him a special invite to the lunch on Friday,
Good deal.
because there's so many people on there. They don't always see the stuff that we post, for the videos and that kind of thing.
Such
And
a
I
fast-
always feel like I don't want to keep putting it on there, but this guy, I think I'll just give him a special invitation and say, hey, you might want to drop by and say hi, because it's one thing to type it out on Facebook, but to actually be able to say something face to face to somebody else, a lot of times can make a difference too. More human feeling.
Yeah, and if you're not on there often enough, or you spend a few days away, and it's healthy to do sometimes, but if you do it, topics get buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We miss
There's
some.
even after one day, you
Yeah.
can just scroll and scroll and scroll and keep going, and there's all this new stuff on there.
It's such an active site. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many people on there, but it is a real help, and
Yeah.
just the numbers here too, there's a lot of people, even though there's not a lot of people commenting on here, people are watching it, and it's like, we may have 60 or 70 watches on one of the videos, but then there's only like 4 or 5 likes, where people do that. And then maybe, 1 or 2 comments. So the interaction doesn't match up with how many people are actually watching the thing. But like I say, no, you don't have to comment on stuff. You don't have to do anything. We're just glad to be here and help people out with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of lurkers because they don't want to admit, they don't want it go, maybe they haven't told everybody or family and friends, they don't want it out there that they're in this group or in this class of people who are suffering from this, and it's just not out there yet, which I think everybody should just start talking to friends right away. But that's me. Other people, they internalize it all, and so they don't want to click like or comment because I think that they just don't want it known yet, tie their name to this yet.
Yeah, which is fine too. It's however you have to handle it. But just the fact that there's somewhere you can go, because like Jack was saying, imagine if that guy didn't have anybody to talk to at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Picture sitting here this past weekend, you got prostate cancer, a friend of yours dies, your dog passes away, your dad's in the hospital, you put all that stuff together, and it's like, how do you pull out of that?
You're a walking country music song.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Best thing to do is play a country music song backwards. Right?
Stay away from the railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No trains.
Yeah, it works out good. Well, I've been praying real hard lately just because of everything that's going on. Our world's kind of topsy-turvy right now, but
Yeah, no kidding.
just so many people fighting cancer, and it's gotten to the point now where I really got to kind of do a synopsis. I have all the people that I pray for by name, and then you just kind of have to do that big file too, because he knows who you're talking about. But
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it's just crazy. And then I love it when people hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and they'll just say, hey, you're on my list, and I've shared this with my church, and you're on the prayer list at church and stuff. My aunt, she's just so good about that. My Aunt Margie, she prays every day for us, and then we're all on the list at her church, so every day, all of those different prayer circles, pray for us and stuff. And, yeah, it's just fantastic.
And even if you're not religious, you know what? It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, right? Cover the basic. Yeah.
Nope.
There are no atheists in foxholes.
That's true. In fact, I talked to my daughter, and she believes in a higher power. She doesn't necessarily call it God, but she's always telling me, hey, she goes, in my way, I'm praying for you. She says, I'm sending, positive vibes your way. And if more people in the world would do that, which I honestly believe right now, I think more people are, not necessarily at us, but I think in general, I think people are are praying more. They're thinking more about trying to make this world a better place, and it pays off. You know, you can't have a world with all negative vibes in it. It just won't work. You know, people have to lift up. You know, and the happier we are, the better the planet's going to do. And so, anyway, we go down that big old long rabbit hole, but
Yeah.
It's true. It's true though.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it here. I know everybody's got stuff to do today. So you know what? Tom did weigh in this morning. And I think he's kind of plateaued a little bit right
Yeah,
now.
he's the same.
Yeah, but he's the thinnest out of all of us. So F him. All right. So we've got the lunch coming up this Friday at noon, the Prostate Cancer Warrior virtual lunch. And
Pacific time.
sorry,
Pacific
time. Exactly. Noon Pacific time. And there's no charge for this. You don't have to pay to get in or anything. Just send me an email at surfcitylocal@gmail.com. I'll put it on the screen. It'll also be in the comment section below. Send me an email and I'll take your email and forward you a invitation. I've got a list of people here that have already done that too. Be more than glad to add you to it. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it'll be a nice way to meet some of you guys in person and get some questions answered, offer your life experiences and that kind of stuff. And as far as I know, the whole cancer crew is going to be there. So Tom and India will also be here as well as Brian.
Yeah, and if we can keep Tom from occupying the whole conversation, then we'll be good.
We might have to mute him.
Yeah, you know what? No, we should point out though, as we're making fun of him and slamming him, Tom is not here today because he's helping his neighbor, who's an older lady that lives alone, and he's working on her house. So smaller guy, huge heart. So we miss him, but he's doing some great stuff this morning. So
yep.
That's awesome. And I think Indio's probably working. All right. So thanks for all the prayers, the good thoughts, the positive vibes, the aloha, the shaka, everything you guys are sending our way. We totally appreciate that. And thank you guys. I know it was a busy morning for everybody to be able to get this lined up. So Brian, Jack, guys, have an awesome day.
You too.
You too.
All right. I love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take it easy.